What's up, everybody? God Ear Pops here. Another exciting video, of course. Um, I'm trying to record this in a different resolution. So I'm curious to see how this turns out when I edit it. Because my camera is the 1080. And I've been recording in 720, but when I just now started the recording, it had some window that popped up saying that recording at this high whatever could result in a low frame rate. So I don't really know what that means because I am not an expert in all those numbers and stuff. So hopefully this doesn't suck when I'm done. But if it does, then we learn a lesson and we'll drop back down to the old one. So, how's everybody doing? I'm doing pretty good. Today was my Monday. Back to work. Not happy about my job. It's whatever though. It'll be really nice to have a job that you like. I think that's the goal. But unfortunately, you gotta get a job that pays the bills and pays for the Funkos. And that's what I have right now. So hey, hit that subscribe button, hit the thumbs up, give the video a like, hit the notification bell. You know the routine. They are the 3 things that you can do to improve the quality of your life. And if you leave a comment, you will not catch coronavirus thing. I have a doctor's note that actually verifies that, but I can't show it to you. One thing I could show to you, if it was not in my car, is my incredibly awesome official travel papers. And it just makes me kind of laugh that I have travel papers here in the United States that authorize me to legally, I don't even know if it's illegal to not have one, because it doesn't seem to affect much of the people here in Yakima. I guess people are going to have to start dying before some of these people realize how serious this is, because like maybe there's a tiny little bit less amount of traffic, but people are just still out there driving around buying stuff. Like there's shops that are open that make no sense to me that are open. There's no way that they're essential services, and I'm not sure what the official, like, is it just a recommendation when the health department puts a state on shutdown? Like I don't understand how Rent-A-Center can justify being open, or a pawn shop. I don't know. I don't know how it works, but this is a lot more serious than people think for some reason. Like this is not the flu. This is a very deadly disease. I don't remember where I saw this, but a doctor said that if you had a pool of 100 healthy people between ages 20 and 40, something like that, so the healthiest group of people, apparently, if you had 100 of them, one of those 100 people would die if they became sick. That's actually a lot, because the normal flu kills 1 in 1,000. But the scariest part about this particular virus is that if you took a group of 100 people that were at risk, elderly people, children, people with respiratory conditions, high blood pressure, just any immunity compromised complication, if you took a group of 100 of those, 40 of those people would die. That's just insane. And apparently at this point, and it's probably jumped up dramatically since this morning. There's over 200,000 confirmed cases of it in the United States, and the death tolls are like, this is serious, guys. It's freaking killing people, and I'm almost like, so my job's not shut down because it's considered an essential service because we prepare the food to serve to all the inmates here in Yakima. I don't know how they would shut it down for us to work. Like, I don't know how these guys would get fed. But, and maybe that we'll never find out. But, you know, the way that this thing, the graph is still going up. And I'm not sure what it's going to take for more drastic measures. But I think I've heard that 5 people have died in Yakima already from this. And I would be potentially considered to be in the at-risk group. Because I do have, I don't know if you guys have ever noticed, when I get up and walk around, my posture is a little weird. It's a little awkward. And that's because I have a pretty rare disease called ankylosing spondylitis. I'll put it up right there. Big word. What it does is it is an immune system compromising disease, and it sucks because starting in my late teens, early 20s, my spine started to fuse itself together. So I have a fused spine at this point, but not medically. It was from this stupid disease. And the bones in my spine slowly grew to create this fused spine. And one of the telltale signs of this disease that people have is they are hunched over really bad. My cousin has it, and he's I can't look up. I remained extremely physical active during the fusing process, which took place over a period of 20 years. But I did physical labor most of that time, and I was very aware of what this disease does, so I fought that forward motion, because you do this to relieve the pain, because it was not fun, guys. It was excruciatingly painful during the fusing process. But yeah, a little ramble there. But you know, that's who I am. We do have one box to open up tonight. We could have had a couple boxes to open this weekend, but I don't know what it is with me. I'm impatient and I get frustrated, and I was talking to somebody who I ordered a box for. I am not going to name names. You guys could probably figure it out. But people were getting their boxes, like they had been getting their boxes all week from this run. And I hadn't received any tracking update information. And I actually heard that the second run of mystery boxes, people were already getting notified that they were being shipped. So I was like, I wonder if they just forgot my order somehow, like if it just got misplaced. So I sent them a message and gave him the order numbers, and he got back to me later and said that my boxes were going to ship out that day. And I was just like, oh, okay. He like sent some explanations about the shipping stuff and whatnot, and I was just like, okay, I'm not upset. I just was concerned because people have already gotten their boxes like in the last couple of days, and I haven't even received shipping. Well, then about 15 minutes later, I got an update that a shipping label had been created for my packages. That made me a little bit concerned, because according to the website and Instagram posts, all the shipping labels for this run of boxes were created on Saturday the 28th, but they were just being staggered and going out because of the mail service right now. So that led me to believe, probably correctly, that my orders had been overlooked, and he just threw together a couple boxes for me. And I commented about that. I said that, I'm a little bit upset about this now because if my boxes were in fact forgotten in that run, I don't have a chance at one of the top holes at this point because they've already gone out. And I just said, I'm not very happy about this. Well, he responded by saying, fine, your orders are canceled. You will be refunded your money. And I was like, dude, it's not, I don't want to cancel my orders. I'm just voicing a concern. And then he immediately sent me back a picture. And this is ludicrous because there were like six there were six possible hits in this run of, I think it was 100 boxes, maybe 125, and they were really cool pops. The rest of them were going to be lower range commons. And okay, here's another thing. When you do a mystery box, anybody, an Instagram seller, a company, before you even release that the box is for sale, you have to have all those boxes already boxed up. Sealed, taped, wrapped, unidentifiable, not marked. You have to, in order for it to be perfectly ethical, and for people to not have any doubt that there's been anything done that would compromise these mystery boxes, you can't know what's in any of the mystery boxes. You just can't, and that's hard to do. But like you have to box them up, rumble them around, have no idea what's in them, and go from there. It's the only way to be fair. So I've gotten a box from this guy before, and the box was sealed, taped up. There was confetti in it. There was bubble wrap. And I've seen other people pull their boxes and they all have confetti in them. So he sent me this picture within minutes of that conversation where he canceled my order and said, these were in your boxes. Now I don't know if you can see this, if it'll pick it up. But that is the lime green Sour Patch Kid, which is an over $100 pop. Oh, could not figure out what was in the other one that he said he sent me. But as you can see, there's no confetti, and the boxes have no tape on them at all. So these boxes were never sealed. These boxes were never prepared for shipping for this mystery box. So what he did is he just pulled a couple really cool pops, one of them which can be considered a grail possibly, threw them in these open, unmarked, untaped boxes, and was like, haha, that's what you're going to get. It was not what I was going to get. That was not one of the pulls. So that's pretty shady. So anyway, that's all I'm going to say about it. I'm not going to bring this up again. It was unfortunate that it ended up like that, but in our group we were talking about it, and they're like, dude, you screwed yourself over. No, I did not. I was not going to get that pop if this order went through. That was not one of the top pulls in the run. I was not getting that pop. So it's whatever. The box currently sitting next to me is from BoxAttack, and this was released last week. It was a $20 mystery box, actually $19.99, but it's 20 bucks. I can't remember if that included shipping, but I thought for some reason that this was an Emerald City Comic-Con run. And there are some pops in it from the Emerald City Comic Con, but the majority of them are not. there's a lot of pops from different conventions, and there's a lot of cool pops. And what it is he put a picture. There's 64 boxes available, I believe. Yeah, and there's a picture that he put up that has all of the boxes, and you're guaranteed to get one of those pops. There's a few cool Batman ones that I wouldn't mind. There's actually a lot of pops that are cool that I wouldn't mind. But I would like to get the ECC ones, but the top polls are pretty rad. There's a Freddy Funko Ron English New York City Comic Con limited edition 1000, and then there's the same one but has the Funko Shop sticker. There's an unmasked Arrow from San Diego Comic Con 2015. There's a Conan as Woody, San Diego Comic Con 2019. There's a Dark Phoenix New York City Comic Con with the actual con sticker. So I had the shared sticker, and when I got that pop, the value was like 28 bucks, and it finally ended up selling for $10. So I had that thing for sale forever, and I just kept lowering the price. Finally, 10 bucks. So I saw that, and I was like, oh crap, hope I don't get that one. But it's actually the con sticker, so that makes it better. And he said, yeah, there's various Emerald City Comic Con 2020 pops and many other great pulls. So let's see what we got. 17 minutes in. I did have some things that I needed to talk about, so that's all fine. It's all fine and dandy. Okay, back from the edit. This is like a shipping sorter, which is cool. I like these boxes that they're very strong. Like you would have to drop something very heavy on this to compromise this box. So it makes it so you can't put bubble wrap in it, which the only thing about that is if like a little corner thing happened to pop in, probably hurt the box a little bit. These were all supposed to be shipped in soft protectors. I'm curious to see what kind of soft protectors he has. I do believe that $7 pop is back up and running, and right now it's only being run by Lee and his wife, I believe. So I'm not sure if they're selling everything in the inventory, but if you are looking for pop protectors, I am an affiliate, and there will probably be a link down in the descriptions. If you click on that and order one of their Pop Shield pop protectors through that, I get a little commission. Unfortunately, it does not include the Armor Shield ones, which are the best hard stacks on the market by far. I don't have one yet, but I hope to get one. And then, you know, just spreading the love. I saw, can't remember who, open up a Spastic box, and Spastic has their own pop protectors now. So I'm talking with them, and I hope to get my hands on some of them to check them out, so I can show you guys what they're like, because I love that company. I think Curtis is amazing, and look forward to that. Make sure you go check out my buddies, Derping with Derek, Dr. Poppenstein, and Wink Inc. Apparently Alex, Wink Inc. has some really interesting stuff coming up pretty soon that he's really excited about, but won't tell us about it yet. And you know, both my other friends, they're putting out stuff. I think Robbie, Dr. Popstein, is editing a video as we speak, and my phone is beeping. That's them talking to each other without me, probably saying bad things about me. But yeah, I did apply to be a member of the Funko Collectors Society. I haven't heard when they're going to be making the decision process, and I hope to get in. I think it's a really good organization. It supports their members and just allows you to connect with the other members on a different chatting platform. So that'll be cool. I applied last December, and I'd only been doing this for a couple months. And I was sad when I didn't get in. Now that I look back on that, I didn't have any right to be sad because I was a noob. my videos were pretty not good as far as quality wise of the actual recording. And thought the content was okay, but let's see. The funny thing is, on Instagram itself, I don't know why, but I have more followers than the other three guys, and I think they're a little bit better than me. But might someday improve my camera. Right now I'm only using a $50 camera. Might try to improve the background area that you see. I mean, I know it's just a big open room looking through my apartment here. So, but I don't know where the heck I'm gonna rearrange this desk. Like, this desk is kind of where it's gonna be. So maybe if I just get a curtain on that back wall and maybe get some shelves along that wall and have a bunch of Funkos back there, that'd be cool. But then you wouldn't be able to see my painting that I did. But you can't really see it anyway if I had this whole wall of pops filled up. But okay, holy crap, 22 minutes. We're gonna get into this box finally. I'll finally shut up so you can see what I got. I'm hoping for my first Freddy. I do not have a, actually that's not true. I had an 8-bit Freddy pop once that was worth like $7. So I wonder what they're talking about, because I can hear that thing going. All right, we are open. I saw what it was. And I think this is actually cool. Maybe, I don't know. I pulled one out of one of my first boxes. It was a Christmas Darth Vader. That's the spot. And it was a chase, glow in the dark, and he had a candy cane, and I was all psyched, thinking, man, I just scored something big, and it's only $11 pop. So I do not keep Star Wars pops. There are too many of them. This is actually really cool. He's got like lightning going across his chest, which I imagine is what glows. So he's black, and there's blue crystal elements to him. Let's take them out of the box to reduce the glare. These are not pop shield pop protectors. I don't know what type of pop protector they are. They are one of the better ones. As far as condition goes on this, it's great. I don't remember seeing this in there. Okay, so that's a good picture of what this looks like, which is pretty rad. Remember, we paid 20 bucks for this. I'm not sure that we got our value back. Focus. It does not want to focus. Am I out of focus now? Of course I am. Okay. Another focus issue. Let's check out the value of this. Whoa, what's that? Funko Whittles Up Pop Groot Wood Deco. It's kind of cool. Oh, I did buy one of those. I pre-ordered one of those Funko Pride Batman pops. That thing looks really cool. And I bought that because it's Batman and because I support that. Very much so. So, alright. Darth Vader. There's probably only like 17,000 Darth Vaders. I don't know. Alright, he's only 14 bucks. So, boo. We lost. We lost, guys. And that happens sometimes. So it's a cool pop, but we're going to lose a little money on this. It is for sale. So if anybody wants this, I'm looking at these sales right now. And he actually sells for more than that, so, well, the most recent sale was on the 23rd for 20 bucks. So maybe he's becoming more rare. I don't know. But anyway, if anybody wants this, I will sell it to you for $20 shipped. That's all I got, except that. And I don't know why or how this is happening, besides the fact that he's just a really, really cool guy. But so while I'm brain farting and looking this up, all right, so Dead Zone Citizen. Awesome guy. Like, he's the guy that gave me the loan out of the blue without even telling me that he was going to do it. But I've been talking to him. We did a live stream the other day, and in that live stream, he announced that he was going to be giving me, well, it started off with me, because the reason why he did that loan was so that I could get the Toy USA MegaCon 4 mystery box that I thought was really cool. But Toy USA and I don't like each other very much, and they refuse to sell to me now because I called them out for overcharging people for shipping. Which on that run, they did not. They reduced their shipping costs dramatically. Like, my normal shipping was like $17.50, and it was just over $13 for this box. But it doesn't matter because they canceled my order. So he was gonna hook me up with that, and that didn't work out. But he's like, dude, I'm just gonna send you one of these boxes. And I was like, what do you mean? Like, yep, I'm gonna give you one of these boxes. So you have one to open. He's like, and I think I'm gonna send one to Derek and one to Robbie too. And we're gonna open them up on a live stream and have a little Toy USA battle. And I was like, are you sure about this? Like, apparently that's the kind of person he is. He likes to give back. So look for that next. I don't know who's going to be hosting it. I don't know if I want to host it, because when you host a thing like that, you got to know how to click. I mean, it probably only take a second to figure out. But I kind of like to be distracted and do my own thing. So I don't want to be clicking on the person's face every time it's their turn to open up one of their boxes. So we'll see. I don't know who's going to host it. Stay tuned, because that information will be revealed on Instagram in the next couple of days. I like doing them on Sunday. I like doing any of the live streams on Sunday night, because that's my Friday, and I can chill and have fun and look forward to having days off. It's just more enjoyable when you know you don't have to go to bed and get up in the morning. So we'll see. So maybe Sunday night, 4-way battle, Toy USA, 4th anniversary MegaCon, with some really, really cool pulls. So, alright guys, we'll see you later. Peace.